Mikhail Morgulis is a Russian-language writer, editor and theologian. He was the first American to broadcast sermons in Russian to millions of people living behind the Iron Curtain in Russia, Ukraine, Belarus and other former republics of the Soviet Union, and to Russian-speaking audiences in the United States and Canada. Mikhail Morgulis was born in Kiev, Ukraine. His adoptive father, Zinovii Morgulis, was a journalist who published in Russian and Ukrainian newspapers and journals. His mother, Lyubov Sadanovska, was a physician. Morgulis received his higher education at the Naval College and then Kiev University. He holds an M.A. from Norwich University, where he taught in the Russian school. In 1972, Morgulis won a coveted award sponsored by the Ukrainian Union of Soviet Writers and the Soviet Ministry of Culture for his collection of stories entitled Its Hope Stern. In 1977, he emigrated from the Soviet Union, going first to Vienna and then Rome before settling in New York City. He wrote for the New Russian Word and Russian Thought in Paris. At the same time, he worked in a relief organization for Soviet immigrants. His articles and stories also appeared in the journals Continent, Time and Us, The World, The New Journal and Panorama, as well as in the literary almanacs 3 Anniversaries for Andrei Sedike and Kaleidoscope. In the 1980s, he edited 2 literary journals, Literary Abroad and Literary Courier, both intended to offer an opportunity for Russian-language writers and readers in exile, primarily in the United States. In 1982, he moved to Chicago, where he helped establish the Slavic Gospel Press, which published over 100 works in Russian and Ukrainian, including copies of the Bible and translations of text by C.S. Lewis, G.K. Chesterton, Dietrich Bonhoeffer and others. Mikhail also began a series of spiritual radio broadcasts to the Soviet Union, beginning with his own literary novellas, Farewell, Cranes, and The Fate of the Clown, that later appeared as audio albums. In 1990, he was one of the first Americans to broadcast Christian programming on Soviet television. In 1991, he visited Russia with a delegation of American spiritual leaders and met with President of USSR Mikhail Gorbachev and other political figures. He prayed in the Kremlin and in the KGB headquarters. Mikhail Morgulis continues his work today through Christian Bridges International and his Spiritual Diplomacy Foundation located in Northport, Florida. He continues to write and participate in an active ministry. In 1971, Mikhail Morgulis married Tatiana Titov. They have 3 children, Valerie, Zina, and Nicholas. Published books. 1989, Return to the Red Planet. 22 Days in Gorbachev's Backyard. ISBN 0896937764-X. 1991, Dreams of My Life. ISBN 588490031. 1993, The Sermon of the Good Samaritan. 1994, What is the Most Terrifying Thing? 1995, The Cross and Love. 1996, Russia, Between Sword and Cross, with Melissa Rose Marshall. 2001, Spiritual Diplomacy, Real-Life Stories. 2005, Yearning for Paradise. 2006, Country of Mumflowers, Mountains and Blessings. 2012, It Was a Dream.